Friends here. Today I am going to take a very interesting topic, that is circulation of blood. Before entering into the video, if you did not subscribe the video, please subscribe the video and do comment. Watch the video till the end so that anybody can make this topic in your fingertips. Before going into the topic, I would like to ask a question, that is, our body is made up of cells. Cells will die without oxygen. We all inhale oxygen. That oxygen enters the lungs. From the lungs, how the oxygen is passed to all the cells of our body? If you know the answer, then please do comment. And if you don't know, then I'm going to expose it at the end of the video. Now let us quickly enter into the topic. This is the main diagram for this topic. If you make this topic in your fingertips, then you can answer any question, okay? Now, first, deoxygenated blood. What is deoxygenated blood? The blood which does not contain oxygen, okay? Oxygen is combined to the blood, okay? First, the deoxygenated blood enters the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. What is this? These are the veins, okay? Veins carries the deoxygenated blood to the heart. These are the veins, okay? Superior vena cava and inferior vena cava is attached to the right atrium. Through this, the deoxygenated blood enters the right atrium. This right atrium is the largest chamber of the heart. From the right atrium, it enters the right ventricle through the tricuspid valve. Valve is nothing but it's like a gate. Once the blood wants to go into the right ventricle, this valve open, and once it has entered into the right ventricle, this valve get closed because it should not get black fluid, okay? And from the right ventricle, this blood enters into the pulmonary artery and goes to the lungs, and there is where the blood gets oxygenated. From the lungs, the oxygenated blood gets entered into the pulmonary vein. In the lungs only the blood gets oxygenated. All the bloods consume this oxygen and enters the pulmonary vein. From the pulmonary vein, they enter the left atrium, and from the left atrium, they enter the left ventricle through the bicuspid valve. This bicuspid valve is otherwise known as mitral valve or auriculoventricular valve. And from the left atrium, it enters the left ventricle, and this left ventricle is the thickest wall and smallest chamber. This is often asked in any question. Please do remember, left ventricle is the thickest wall and smallest chamber. And from the left ventricle, this blood goes into the aorta. Aorta is a artery. Artery always carry a oxygenated blood, okay? The only artery which carries the deoxygenated blood is the pulmonary artery, and the only vein which carries the oxygenated blood is the pulmonary vein. Always vein carries the deoxygenated blood and the artery carries the oxygenated blood, okay? When the blood passes from the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery, there is a valve known as the seminonar valve. Similarly, when the blood passes from the left ventricle to the aorta, the same seminonar valve is present here also. So this is the circulation of blood. Now I am going to give a quick overview of this topic. From the right atrium, the blood passes to the right ventricle, and this deoxygenated blood enters the lungs. Here is where the blood gets oxygenated. This oxygenated blood enters the pulmonary vein and reaches the left atrium. This entire process is known as pulmonary circulation. Wherever the lungs is involved, it is called as pulmonary. Okay, this pulmonary artery is because it is connected to lungs. This pulmonary vein, it is called as pulmonary vein because it is connected to the lungs. Okay, wherever pulmonary comes, the word lungs, it is related. Okay, then from the left atrium, the blood passes to the left ventricle, and through the aorta, the oxygenated blood goes to the body cells. And all the body cells uses this oxygen, and now the blood becomes deoxygenated. This deoxygenated blood through the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava goes to the right atrium again. So this process continues. Now this entire process is known as systemic circulation because all the systems are involved, like respiratory system, reproductive system, all the systems are involved. Okay, so this is known as systemic circulation. Now comes the very interesting topic, that is sounds of heart. We all know the lap tap sound, okay? Let us know the physiology behind that sound, okay? Contraction of heart is known as the systole, and relaxation of the heart is known as diastole. Imagine this has your heart, okay? Whenever they contract it, it is known as systole. Whenever they get relaxed, it is known as diastole, okay? Now, During a joint diastole, what is joint diastole? Whenever the atrium and ventricle both gets relaxed, that is known as joint diastole. Okay, there is the closing of the semineural valve and opening of the AV valve. Whenever there is atrial systole means contraction of the atrium. There is closing of the semineural valve and opening of the AV valve. Whenever there is a ventricular systole means what? Contraction of the ventricles. There is an opening of the semineural valve and closing of the AV valve. This is when the word, the sound, the lup is produced. This is the first sound produced by the heart. Okay. Whenever there is a closing of the semineural valve, the sound tub is produced. This is the second sound produced by the heart. Now I hope you know the physiology behind the sound, lup and tub. Now it is time for the answer. The answer which I asked in the starting, the answer for that is that the oxygen from the lungs is passed to all the cells through the blood. Okay, and the blood gains oxygen through these processes. Okay, through these processes which I have explained now. Now time to test yourself. Take this test yourself questions very seriously because this may also come in your upcoming NEET questions. Okay, now let me read these questions. The wall of which part of the heart is very thick? Options are left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle. This is already asked in one examination, so this may also come in this NEET examination. Where middle valve is located? Left atrium and left ventricle, left atrium and left right ventricle, right atrium and left ventricle, right atrium and right ventricle. Okay, where is the exact location of the mitral valve is the question. By which cause tub sound? Okay, which cause tub sound? Closing of semineural valve, closing of bicuspid valve, closing of tricuspid valve, or both B and C. If you know the answer, then please do comment. Thank you for watching the video.